Welcome back. It still is Hard Facts 92.3 Nigeria Info. Sam Chinedu here. It's 12 minutes past 5 p.m. on the 30th day of October in 2025. As you can tell, it's the very last Thursday for the month of October. So whatever you think you need to do within this month, make it happen. Because time is not in the mood to wait for you or anyone else. All right. Now, I said that at this hour, we will be testing your nationality. How Nigerian are you? Are you verified, certified, endorsed, confirmed? Or could you just be a random citizen walking around and claiming to be Nigerian, complaining about government, making noise about the power situation, being pro this camp and the other camp? Meanwhile, you're not even a citizen. We'll find out together. The House of Representatives have called for a fully digital civil registration system to replace Nigeria's outdated record keeping for births, deaths, and marriages. Speaker Tajuddin Abbas said a modern database would improve planning, curb fraud, and strengthen national security. Only 57% of births and less than 20% of deaths are currently registered. Now, that's where you come in. Leaving major gaps in population data. The proposed law aims to unify national records and connect with federal, state, and local agencies. According to Speaker Tajuddin Abbas, this is not just about keeping records. It's about planning, accountability, and national security. He said Nigeria cannot keep planning for population it does not fully understand. Millions of Nigerians are essentially invisible on paper. And when people don't exist on record, it affects everything, from how budgets are made to how hospitals are built to how schools are planned. So the proposal seeks to link up all levels of government, federal, state, and local, into one connected digital system. No more paper files locked in dusty cabinets. The goal is a unified, secure, and transparent database that can help the country plan better and curb fraud in identity systems. So, having said that, this is Sam talking now, not the Speaker of the House of Reps. If your birth is not registered, consider yourself not a Nigerian, because the country does not even know you exist. You are owing us for all the food you have been eating since the day you were born. And the way I'm looking at you, you are almost 70 years. That's a lot of food. So all of this grammar I just spoke now is that the House of Reps is moving to digitize the registration process, because apparently we've been doing it on paper. I'm impressed that they finally figured it out and shocked that it had to take this long. Now, this is necessary for all the right reasons. Why is this good? Well, you don't have to be too smart to figure it out. But on surface level, for better planning. If you know how many people you have, you know how to plan for them. Imagine a father that does not know how many children he has. He will not know if the income will be enough to satisfy them. You have 12 children, but you don't know. And you're making some amount. And the wife is telling you, this money, no, they reach for food. You're like, what's that supposed to mean? It's because you don't know how many kids you have. Say, but we just bought one bag of rice. Say, well, based on the number of children that you brought into this world, one for every month of the year, one bag of rice, no, they last. So it's true. If you don't know how many people you have, planning would be close to impossible. You would just estimate. In fact, you'll be ruling or leading based on hope. I hope this money will be enough for Rivers people. How many are the Rivers people will say, well, by the grace of God? All of your conversation will be you will just be optimistic. You'll be a believer. I believe. I want to. But with what we are seeing, we hope. There's no accuracy. Secondly, it will help with more efficient identity management. Let's fraud the national ID, voting systems, right? You know who is who. You can tell. Besides knowing how many people, you know who is who. Now, the father not knowing that he has 12 children is one thing. Now that he knows there are 12, does he know who the firstborn is from the lastborn? It's not when his child passed now, you say, Cynthia. I said, Daddy, I'm not Cynthia, I'm Nkechi. You say, oh, I'm so sorry, my love. That's a problem. That is a big problem. I was on social media one time. I don't know if this is true or people were just, like we say, catching cruise. A father said he mistakenly called one twin, the name of the other twin. And she called him out. And he apologized. And some people say he should not feel bad. That sometimes those twins play pranks. Maybe he called the right one. But long story short, what made it worse is many other parents were now saying, I've done it too, I've done it. I said, so these people don't know their children. Because if it's me, it's to just give the child a mark in one place. Daddy, what's my name? He said, let me see your left hand. You naughty human being. Oh, it's you. My G. So, not only do we need to know how many we are, we need to know who is who. Also, a stronger national database that connects citizens from birth to death. So I don't need to, I'm just shouting. Your country knowing that you exist is important for both the country and you. But the most important reason why we need to digitize this system is because of that all of these reasons I gave, better planning, efficient identity management, all of these reasons work globally. If you go to America, go to Asia, go wherever in the world, it's important that the country has accurate data. But this next reason I want to give is a specific Nigerian reason. And what is that? We have not had a census in over 2 decades. The last census was 2006. Okay, it's not up to 2 decades yet. It will be 2 decades next year. But in very close to 20 years, your country has not sent people out to go and count. Every time there's a new president, you just touch him. We will have a census. We need to know how many. And then before you know, we don't know what happened. I think there was supposed to be one. Was it last year or this year? Once again, it did not happen. So I think that our country, our government understands that because we've not had a census, we need to digitize the registration process for birth certificates, death certificates, and marriages so that there's a database. Because there are too many Nigerians whose births have not been registered. If the speaker says just 57%, that is actually poor. Just a little above half of all the Nigerians that we have. And you know the problem? Our population has been estimated since forever. Whenever you ask how many people are in Nigeria, what you see as the official answer is the estimated population. That estimation is because we really don't know. You're not saying just over 200 million. Meanwhile, 300 million is also over 200 million. I personally think, this is my personal opinion, and I hope I'm wrong, that we have crossed 300 million since. But we've been quoting 200, just a little over 200 million. We have reached 300. Again, that's my opinion. I might be wrong. Because the way people are giving birth anyhow without looking back. But I digress. So now they are saying that the system must be digitized. And once again, I'm saying, are you saying that all this while we did not have a database? That all these birth certificates are just manual, write it on paper and then it goes to a file? That means that if the fire that decided to burn River State Secretariat decide to now burn National Population Commission office in any state, the records of that state is gone. And this is not according to Sam Oracle. The Speaker of the House literally said it, unless if he's lying. So they just exist in a file. Because if there's a digital version, he will not say we need to digitize. So that means that as a Nigerian, if you wake up in the morning devotion, you pray for your business, pray for your family, pray everything. You now have to add, God, please let no National Population Commission office burn. Father, do it for us this year. In Jesus' name. That's if you're a Christian, of course. You say amen. Say, because my son's birth certificate is in one of those offices. This is a problem. Believe me, a very big one. But the good thing is, well, hopefully, we will solve the problem. Because whoever said it said it's better late than never. So with this background, with the English I've spoken, with the anger, the fire burning in me that hopefully does not catch Population Commission office, I want to ask you, do you have a birth certificate? So that we know the people causing problems in this country. It's not if I complain of government, you will also complain. Meanwhile, you're not a registered. Oh my goodness. This is I'm just angry. 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0003. Straight to business, straight to the point. I'm answering this call in anger. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, Sam. My name is Sam, calling from Aba.
The fact that we share a name does not mean that this anger will quench. My brother, do you have birth certificate?
Don't worry, let me come. Sam, I'm sure that your name is not digitalized when you were born.
No, you can't tell me that. I'm a Gen Z. You understand?
Okay.
I'm young.
And I am sure that Mr. Abbas own. They don't even have a clinic in their village. You see, you have said it all. It's a country that don't know how many citizens they have. No population working. This is a country that they say they shared some 300 something billion to vulnerable people. No name, no address. Are you hearing me?
I'm listening.
Okay. Ask Nigerians, if anybody have received that money, let them call this station. Nobody. That are sharing the money. So forget about these guys. Let us just pray that one day a Gen Z like you guys will come in and rule this country and put things right.
I'm joking. No, I'm not Gen Z. Literally by age, I don't qualify as Gen Z. But do you have a birth certificate?
Yes, I do.
Okay. That the one of National Population Commission, because you know there's hospital own. Sam has run away. You see, that's the problem. Accountability. Who do we blame? After the break, we talk. Stay with us. Sam Chinedu here. The reps are pushing for digital civil registration to modernize Nigeria's births, deaths, and marriages. The House of Reps has called for a fully digital registration system to replace Nigeria's outdated record keeping for births, deaths, and marriages. Speaker Tajuddin Abbas said a modern database would improve planning, curb fraud, and strengthen national security. Now, the concerning part is that only 57% of births and less than 20% of deaths are currently registered. That means that Nigeria has quite a problem on its hand, and it affects planning, data for schools, hospitals, housing, amenities, of course, an efficient identity management system, and a stronger database that connects citizens from the beginning of their lives to the very end. So I'm asking very simple questions because only the living can answer this one. Do you have a birth certificate? It's that simple. Now, mind you, there is the NPC birth certificate, which is the approved one. I'll get to telling you how to get it if you don't have it, because anybody born before 92 did not get that at birth. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Sammy, good evening.
Good evening, what's your name?
My name is Muriel from Africa.
All right, Muriel, go ahead.
Well, Sammy, these are the things that makes us an underdeveloped nation. I call it as the nation, honestly. In a digital world, yeah, in fact, I think most of our old kids have computers and their phones more than some of these developed countries, because some of them are so wise to know that their children cannot handle phones, personal cell phones, before 18. But we will give our children here primary school, they have phones. And yes, we don't have a clear property. Well, anyone that doesn't have, for me, I do have. But anyone that doesn't have can as well go to the court and do declaration of age, any age you want to be. Just tell them what they give you. You come back home. Well, these are the issues, Sam. They don't plan. They don't need planning. They just do whatever they like, and anything we see, we take. There's no planning. No, I think they have what's a commission or something for budget and planning. Sometimes I ask, what figure do they use to plan? Guessing and guessing. If you say we are up to 300 million, so for me, I think we're close to 500.
No, Muriel, can be coming down. Be coming down.
Sorry, more than 200. It's also close to 500.
We are obviously more than 200, but we are not at 500. What's here?
But you can say we are close to 500. If we're more than 200, you can say any figure, can suffice.
Well, that's the problem, right? I can't even authoritatively argue with her because both of us don't even know how many we are, thanks to the problem. Greetings, Oracle. It's indeed a shame that the so-called and much talked about giant of Africa does not know its exact population. Since last year or so, I've been hearing on different fora about the renowned 200 million Nigerians and so on. The government knows the number of PDP and APC members in all states, and the country doesn't know its population and wants to organize a census to ascertain our population. It's unfortunate and pathetic. This message reads, okay. I'm still taking your thoughts. 0817-923-0002. The question is simple. Do you have a birth certificate? It's very simple. Yes, I do. Well done. No, I don't. We send people to arrest you because you are part of the problem of this country. You are the one. You're the reason why food is not getting to us. Oh my. All right. Good afternoon to you, Sam. My take on the chairman of House of Representatives, you mean Speaker, about taking down birth certificate of Nigerians. For me, I appreciate the gesture. If the idea can meet its purpose, I will be happy. Okay, that's amazing. Good evening. I don't have birth certificate, but when I was about to start higher institution, I went to court and did affidavit. However, I was surprised by what I saw today when I visited a university here in Port Harcourt. I saw a cyber cafe guy forging and designing a birth certificate. And I think, will this country ever work? My name is Emmanuel. Why would anybody forge? It's not hard to get. Come on. We need to have a limit, for heaven's sake. Why will you forge a birth certificate? Go to the Population Commission office. Okay, I think the next thing I need to do is to talk about how to get it. Michael from LMA, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Sam.
Good evening.
Yeah. How is it going?
Amazing. How's your day going?
How is it going? Bless God.
Okay, do you have birth certificate?
My brother.
You don't have. This one you're starting with my brother. My brother, you don't have.
I have it.
You have it.
But it cannot do anything. It cannot do anything, as I'm telling you.
I don't understand. You cannot do anything.
Based on the people that are really knows the society we are in.
Michael, we use every opportunity to complain. We know there are problems. Let's just focus on the birth certificate. Let's not find a way to link it to what it can do and what it cannot do. You have it, Abi?
It's a government that come up with it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but most countries have, the citizens have birth certificate. It's a human requirement, right? Don't make it seem like Nigeria forced it on you.
My brother, it's all about politics. It's all about politics. I'm just
Thank goodness.
It's all about politics.
How are you forcing this to be political?
We have done BVN. It's all about part of that. And these people have never done anything to threat anything with it. As in the way you are narrating it, that's why we have usually been deceived. They come up with it now. The one that we have done before now, people queue to do all these things. NIN, BVN, for betterment of the citizens. But our leaders, they know what they are doing.
Okay, Mike, it's okay. I'm glad you have it. Just hold it first. You soon use it. You say you've not used it. Give it time. These things take time. Mike, cannot want to use it immediately. The federal government has a lot on their plate this year. But I promise you, 2026, you will use that birth certificate. Take it from me. Okwando from Iriebe. Good evening, Okwando.
Good evening to you, the Oracle.
Good evening.
You see, personally, I don't think I have the NPC birth certificate.
Okay.
But I have the one from my church. And that's also from the hospital where I was delivered in those days.
Yeah.
But as a matter of fact, it will not only end in proposing all these policies and telling us the specific things about it. You were here in this country when they did the national identification number, or what they call it. You were also here when they did the BVN registration on Austin. Up to today, people are collecting ransom using bank accounts. They have not been able to trace the criminals. They are using phones to call people. They have not been able to trace the criminals that are doing all these things. How sure am I that this one now that they are painting good will also work out and become something that all of us will cherish? Or somebody somewhere is proposing it just to help his pocket? I'm telling you, Chinedu, it's not a matter of bringing all these policies. It's the workability of all these policies. We have policies like this, but up to today, they are not working. That is what I want to say.
All right, Okwando. Thank you very much. You share the sentiment of the previous caller. And these are valid concerns, right? Because as Nigerians, we're used to a lot of these things not working, a lot of these policies failing, or people proposing, recommending, because in some way it's going to be to their benefit financially. But the truth is, whether Nigeria politicizes this or not, it is actually a requirement. Your birth needs to be registered, so do deaths, marriages as well. It doesn't matter whether you don't like the skin tone of the president, you wish it was someone else, you don't like this. Yes, that could be a thing. But the fact remains that these registrations need to happen. Now, if you're wondering what he was talking about when he said NPC birth certificate, That's the National Population Commission certificate. If you had a baby at any hospital, you very likely notice that the registration was done at the hospital, right? Because most hospitals and primary health centers have MPC registration desks. So parents will fill a simple form after the birth and you get the certificate immediately. Now, registration within 60 days of birth is free. That means as you have the child, you're going to get the certificate. And it will be an NPC birth certificate. At the top of that certificate, you see National Population Commission. That's NPC, right? You get it once your child is born. Most parents, I'm sure, can confirm this. My kids have it as well. But if your child is older than 60 days, and that child is not registered, was not registered at birth, you have to take the child and visit the nearest MPC office in your local government area. And what you will